Hey, fellas. Welcome to Southwest Titans Fantasy Football League Week 11 recap, Week 12 preview. Sorry I didn't get a video out on Saturday afternoon, guys. I was had to take care of some stuff here at the house and just didn't have time, so we'll just do a short and sweet video here this morning before noon kickoff. Hope you all are having a good weekend. You can see a rare occasion of me having coffee during the video. So, 3 weeks left of the regular season, and no one has clinched a playoff spot yet. I foresee that changing after this week. It looks like if Paducah fans or Cowpokes get a win, or both, they should clinch playoff spots since number 6 and number 7, both with winning records, are playing against each other. So one of them is guaranteed to lose. So a win by Paducah or Cowpokes or both should clinch them a playoff spot. Should. Um, Quickly recap for the third time this season, stud of the week, Paducah fans getting the win 158 to 136 over FAFO. Paducah fans 9-2 on the season, moved into first place, just 7 points ahead of the second place team. So, but he's in first. FAFO slipped to 7-4, but sits in third place. Let's see. The second highest scoring team was Shake It Golf, knocking off Cowpokes 148 to 123. Shake It Golf 7-4 on the season. He's in fourth place. Cowpokes, second loss of the season, slipped to 9-2, and again is in second place, right behind his brother. Again, about 7 points behind. So still in good shape. Third highest scoring team was Hey Fellas, beating D's Nuts 144 to 115. That was also the largest margin of victory last week, 29 points. So still, I mean, not a big blowout, but Hey Fellas getting a win there. Hey Fellas improved to 3-8 and sits in 10th place. D's Nuts dropped to 3-8 and is in ninth place. Oh, let's see. I believe it's Marino's Mafia got the edge on Mighty Coon Dogs 138 to 121. Mafia is 6-5 on the season and in sixth place. Mighty Coon Dogs dropped to 5-6 and is in eighth place. Let's see. It takes us to IH Braves against Tebow United. IH Braves gets the win 128 to 110. IH Braves is 7-4 on the season, and in fifth place, Tebow United dropped to 2-9 and is in last place. And finally, Ozark Mountain Daredevils knocking off yours truly 124 to 119. Wah, wah, wah. Ozark improves to 6-5 and is in seventh place. I am at a depressing 2-9 and in 11th place. So that takes us to Week 12 preview. Week 12, this is a repeat of the games from Week 1. And we have all top 6 teams playing against bottom 6 teams. Start off with number 1, Paducah Fins versus number 8, Mighty Coon Dogs. Head to head, Paducah Fins would be 8-3 on the season. Median points, Paducah Fins 143 to 121. Projection, Paducah Fins by 60. Mighty Coon Dogs, just a ton of players on bye week this week. I'm gonna call it Paducah Fins gets the easy win in my opinion, but GW disagrees. He's going with the major upset by Coon Dogs in his depleted roster. Number 2, Cowpokes versus number 10. Hey fellas, head to head, Cowpokes would be 9-2. Median points, big advantage for Cowpokes, 140 to 109. Projection, Cowpokes by 8. Cowpokes is off to an average start. I think he had 3 positions going Thursday night, and they all came in just a little short of their original projections. But he still has all of his big guns yet to play. I'm going to give the edge to Cowpokes this week. And GW disagrees again, and he's going with Hey Fellas with the upset. Number 3, FAFO versus number 12, Tebow United. FAFO would be 7-4 on the season, but Tebow would be 3-1 over the last 4 weeks. Median points, FAFO 130 to 110. Projection, FAFO by 23. Despite the record over the last 4 weeks, I'm going to give the edge to FAFO. He had 3 of the last 4 weeks were some of his lowest scoring games of the season. I'm going to call for him to get back on track, and I'm going with FAFO for the win, and GW agrees with that. Number 4, Shake It Golf versus number 11, Rides Rapids. Head-to-head this season, Shake It Golf would be 7-4. Median points, Shake It Golf with a big advantage, 145 to 115. Projection, Ride by 4. And I even had a horrible start from one of my wide receivers who didn't even get a 1 point. He got like a 20-some yard reception, lost a fumble, and then I think he even left the game hurt. So even with that bad start, I'm projecting to win by 4. And also a big reason for that is Shake It Golf has a lot of players on bye week as well. He's filling in a ton of gaps. This is rare. I usually don't. I usually pick against myself. I'm going with myself for the win this week and to get the upset, and GW agrees with that. Number 5, IH Braves versus number 9, D's Nuts. Head-to-head, IH Braves would be 6-5. Median points, IH Braves 127 to 119. Projection, IH Braves by 30. But the final rosters aren't set yet. But even with that being said, even if you fill in those gaps, I'm giving the edge to IH Braves. And GW disagrees. He's going with D's Nuts this week. And finally, number 6, Marinos Mafia versus number 7, Ozark Mountain Daredevils. Again, that's that 6-7 matchup. They both have winning records. I think it's 6-5. Head-to-head, Marinos Mafia would be 6-5. Median points, very tight. Mafia with the edge, 131 to 127. Projection is Mafia by 13. This one ought to be a good one to keep an eye on. I am going with Mafia though for the slim advantage this week. Unless Ozark can pull off his 4th stud of the week. I mean, he's been stud of the week 3 times, I believe. He has that capability. So we'll see what happens. And GW agrees with me with Mafia for the win. So finally, Ride versus GW last week. For the 2nd week in a row, I was 5-1 in my picks. GW was 2-4. This brings my season total to 35-25, the winning record. And that puts me 5 games ahead of GW, who is at, guess what, 500, 30-30. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good weekend. Good luck in your fantasy teams. Go Rides Rabbits!